Okay, so next up, we're going to have a matchup that I have played a significant amount of. So this is one that I do know a little bit too much about. So, Duck Hunt versus Mega Man. A lot of Duck Hunts are going to play this initially and think it is very, 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 very bad. That's definitely not the case, but it is very weird to learn. Just because, like, you know, Mega Man's a very strangely projectile-based character, but he is a very good character, too. The way that your projectiles interact with lemons, with the metal blade, that's very important to understand. And if you don't understand those two concepts, it can get, like, really, really, really messed up. So, a couple of things. With Metal Blade, if he just presses B and tosses it, I forget. I have to... Donuts, do you know if it does more damage if he tosses it out of his like special, or does it do more damage when he throws it as an item? I can't remember for the life of me. It's been a while since I played it, but like I remember how it works. Basically, like one version of it you can clay pigeon against, the other version you can't. And you need to figure out which one it is. Or maybe one version goes faster. I think it's fat. I think this is what it is. Okay, yeah, that's what it is. So if Mega Man does not have the Metal Blade out and he throws it from B, that will break Clay Pigeon because it doesn't go fast enough and it does enough hits to break it. If he catches the Metal Blade and then throws it, because it only hits... Because, like, it goes too fast... Yeah, okay. So when he throws Metal Blade by itself... That's just going to... Oh, wait a minute. That does 5%. So... Does it... It's an item. Okay. Because basically, there's a way that you can throw Clay Pigeon through Metal Blade, and there's a way that you can't. And I forget which one it is. Let me figure that out real quickly, because that's very important. Actually, we'll probably see it happen at some point in the matchup if he knows what he's doing. If we don't, then I'll make sure to point it out. And then also lemons, you can always throw Clay Pigeon through it. However, the hitbox from the gun, that will break it. So sometimes he jumps at the right time and the Clay Pigeon will be broken right in front of him. But when the Clay Pigeon breaks, it obviously auto-punishes Mega Man, so you don't really have to worry about that. But generally, you want Clay Pigeon to go through the lemons to hit him, so that way you can get big damage or you can kill him off of it. So watching him when he's out of jumps and landing with lemons, that's when you want to throw Clay Pigeons. And depending on which variation of Metal Blade he has, that's when you want to throw Clay Pigeon to get around that and get an auto punish on him. Keep in mind that if he does have Metal Blade, he can toss it at you and convert that in either into an up tilt or into a back air if he's like running at the ground against you. Then, the other thing, too, is that his recovery can be a little tricky to intercept, but, like, as long as you're covering different zones and you're watching exactly where he's going, you should be able to, like, just kind of cover his area and then just kill him for it, and just exhaust his resources and kill him. So those are kind of the two main things you're looking for. You're looking for getting your can over the Metal Blades and lemons and just finding very strategic places to place it. Because once can gets anchored, then you just leave it there. And then you play around that anchor. So then that way there's always a danger zone for Mega Man and you know where it's going and he probably doesn't. So you take advantage of that. And then also with the way that he uses projectiles, you find opportunities to throw the Clay Pigeon. And you also use your gunman in areas where you'll be able to either block the lemons and then the gunman punishes him, or like you'll be punishing him from afar when he can't exactly hit you with the gunman. So gunman's also very important too. Just so you know where to spawn it. So let's see what he does, because I think this is just, yeah. Okay, so when he has like I'm so happy this answered my question immediately. So if he's just tossing Metal Blade from special, that's going to break Clay Pigeon. If he grabs it as an item and then throws it at you, Clay Pigeon's going to go through it. So that's the distinction you need to know. Pretty good combo already. Clay Pigeon can go through Leaf Blade, but it's a little weird. So I don't know. The consistency on that one's kind of strange. I wouldn't really recommend doing Clay Pigeon against it, but there are instances where it is good. Be very careful about how you use your jumps. And remember, if you run into Mega Man, you can you can put the Crash Bomber on him. Yeah, it's a very easy F smash. Also, yeah, make sure you're DIing out of those up airs because he can't really fully hit you. Okay, if Mega Man ever decides to just go commando all the way down there, just drop down and down air and he's dead. Even if you get a stock trade, that was worth it. Shouldn't happen though. Like you should just be able to down air him when he loses his jump, and he should be dead. Like, the most he could do is like maybe get there because of the last air dodge. I don't think so. Oh, yeah, I was about to say, that can actually would have converted into him. Oh, he got really lucky with the timing of that can. Because, like, if he did a little bit differently, I was going to blow up on him, and he might have eaten both the can and the F smash. Very bad gunman. At that point, you're just up being back or you're dodging in. Which, I don't know why he hasn't used his directional air dodge in, like, an instance like that. Like, there's no reason for him to just, like, waste the jump like that and then gunman. Yeah. The other thing too is because of the anchor can, it's really easy to make sandwiches. So when Mega Man's approaching you, he turns the can around and then he's just sandwiched between you and the can. That's very good. That was very bad. Like, honestly, you just have to like slow down a little bit and you will catch him. Like the main reason why you're losing now is because you're deciding to approach Mega Man and you kind of don't have to. Yeah, especially it's like, you know, you're doing all these landing traps already. He's falling into them. I don't know why you're giving up the traps that you had. Like right there. That was strange. Like, look at this. Okay, you literally can just stand there. Mega Man doesn't really have a way to hit you. And you can just like crouch back a little bit. And then the second he gets there, you can just punish him with anything. And like for the most part, you could just like clay pigeon because he's probably going to land with like lemons at that distance. Because like he has to be closer for you for fair to hit there. Oh, what's up, dude? Okay, gotcha. Oh no, you had the stock. Yeah, whenever you see any, oh wait, actually at this point you can't combo him off a clay pigeon, but you can clay pigeon through lemons to just like keep tacking on damage and push him further out, which that's not bad to do, but it's not gonna get you the kill. Like at this point, you just need to focus on like killing him with like F tilt. Okay, this is a huge drop right here. So right after this, okay. I don't know why you're not like just grabbing him or things like that. So you get this clay pigeon. All you have to do is just run towards this way. And as long as you trade with up air, he's dead. And like this gunman does nothing. He landed there. Like, I don't know why you aren't running over there and killing him. This does absolutely nothing for you. And you're just giving him a moment to come back. And Mega Man with Rage can kill you at like 60%. So like you're way more even than you think you are. And now you're probably gonna hit by again. No, you didn't. See, why did you wait like 10 seconds before you decided to like kill him? Like, oh, like a memory left or something? But no, like he gave you the kill right there. He did get up attack. You literally just had to get right in this area and just wait for him to choose an option there. And like the second he missed his tech, you could have just up aired and he was dead. Even as he was teching, up air lasted a decent amount of time and you still would have been able to catch him there too. Yeah, no, that was definitely one of them there. That was a huge drop. At least he's dead. we didn't take any damage. That's the most important part. Oh, we got some cheers. Blue pint or print. Thanks for the cheers. Thanks for the $1. What's up, Blue? Again, if Mega Man is ever going that low, just like nair him or down air, and he's going to be in a very bad position. I would say the down air though, because like if he's low enough, he shouldn't be able to recover. But I think he can up B wall jump air dodge. Oh, it could have been nair, can, jump, bear, and then that would have been such a cool sequence. Okay, good thing you jumped there. Like, as long as you didn't hold shield when he did that attack, that was the most important thing. You got really lucky there. Oh yeah, that's one weird thing. Like, he can land on your shield with down air, and it's like very hard to actually like punish. But like, you can't throw out like a spot dodge or a roll before he like up tilts you and tries to break your shield. Like, I had a friend that always used to do that. Okay, at least he kept it solid enough. But yeah, overall, didn't keep your positioning nearly as in mind. You went for really hard committal reads that weren't entirely there, and like you had enough time to react to the options he was doing to get like a really good conversion. Yeah, overall, I just kind of need to see the gunman come out, because like when you first launch the gunman, it's going to absorb mostly everything. Like the main thing that's going to go through it is like the obviously the metal blade, but like just kind of like putting like a little wall there to soak up some of his stuff is going to do a lot of good for you. And then you can get your cans out, and then once you get your cans out, then you can just like lock down a lot of his things. There we go. Ah. Yeah, I'm also not sure what type of delay you're playing with, so I'm not sure like how much of those decisions were influenced by Wi-Fi or not. Yeah, see? There. Once you get gunman out, then it's like the lemons become way less of a problem. Okay, so cool ping tech stuff. I'm going to talk a lot more about this when I get to the master's guide for Duck Hunt. But this stuff is really cool. Right here. Thing to always remember is the pings from can is always a frame one option that you have, and it will literally beat out every single attack that comes into contact with it. So this like negates Metal Blade and just goes right through. If the Metal Blade did hit it, then what would have happened is it would have put it into Mega Man's control, and possibly, because sometimes it'll still go forward, possibly would have sent it backwards. But it would not have been able to hit Mega Man. Yeah, you don't want to go for dash attack there. The Duck Hunt's like one of those characters, like, there's almost never a reason to go for dash attack, because like it's just bad. Like, you only go for dash attack like out of F throw, and that's kind of it. Because like even if you're running at somebody, it's probably better to short hop and then fair them than it would be to dash attack them. Like outside of very specific instances where it's like, oh, it'll launch them farther. All right, catch you in a bit, donuts. Yeah, like there, unfortunately, he threw himself into the back air. And back air is very scary. Back air kills so early. Yeah, he's making that back. Yeah, back air's like cracked enough that it can kill you at like 80%. Oh, don't use your jumps like that. That was really bad. Also, yeah, you don't air dodge at all when you're landing. You really need to throw that in there to get around some of these things. Yeah, okay, so I don't know if we'll see this in action because I don't know if he's aware of this, but when he does pick up Metal Blade as an item, you can clay pigeon through it. And see, that's the other thing too, is like you can use lemons as a lag canceller for your clay pigeon, because you have less lag getting hit by lemons than you do actually throwing out the clay pigeon. So it does actually make it a lot easier to combo. That's the reason why it's really good. Yeah, there he could have down smashed. Oh, and like right there, just like crawl a little bit and then F smash him. Pretty much gave that one to you. Yeah, a little bit of an easier way to deal with lemons is throw out a fair, so that way the lingering hits will absorb the lemons, and then you'll just kind of go through it. But you can also choose to Nair as well. Nair can just be a little inconsistent sometimes. Okay, good catch there. Oh, yeah, just keep in mind that, like, you can just always drop down and wait for it. So you don't really have to risk it there. Oh, no. Yeah, from that point, we could have done a Clay Pigeon combo. We wouldn't have been able to get the kill, but you could have set up a really good ledge guard setup there. Yeah, so when he's got this, you can just wait for the Metal Blaze so you can Clay Pigeon through it. Yeah, again, when he got that back air there, he could have like done a lot more for him, wait for the tech option there, and covered pretty significant amount. Yeah, instead he just like chose to reset neutral. Yeah. Yeah, he can always just do that option to win if he wants to. So be aware, he does have a very strong up close option. But yeah, no, the main issue here was like not paying attention to where the opponent was landing, going for these really strange committal options, and not going with the landing traps that he had set up. Like he played keep away when he shouldn't play keep away, and he approached when he shouldn't. That was kind of the main issue over there. He had to sum it up into two short things. Also, you need to work on that early Clay Pigeon combo. It's Clay Pigeon, jump, and then landing fair into fair, or landing fair into grab. Because that landing fair into grab can F throw into that can. And that does so much more. And that time, that was a good dash attack. Ooh, actually, let me look at the spacing on that. Because like if you can consistently get this, like if you learn how to do this, you can actually get some really good combos. Like I think he could have converted this into a back air. Yeah, so that he might have used his double jump though. If he had his double jump, that was a free back air. Yeah. So yeah, the way that you know that the Clay Pigeon would go through the Metal Blade is that it didn't kill Gunman. If it killed Gunman, that means it'll break Clay Pigeon. If it doesn't kill Gunman, it won't break Clay Pigeon. That's always going to be the rule. So that's actually something I forgot to mention. I should add that to my advanced tips for Duck Hunt. Is whenever you're fighting a character and you want to know if their moves are stale enough, so in particular Pikachu's Thunder Jolt's like a very big one, look to see if the Thunder Jolts kill your gunmen. If they don't, then you can Clay Pigeon through their T-Jolts and like get a really big punish on them. I tried to call out the jump. That honestly wasn't a bad call. It just didn't work. Yeah. So that is a true combo that Mega Man has. So you do need to be very careful whenever he grabs Metal Blade as an item, because he can convert that from a diagonal setting into up tilt, or he can do it that way as well. But he can also do Metal Blade into back air too. So it's not like it's exclusively only up tilt. So he's got a lot of ways to convert off of it. He just can no longer do the footstool shenanigans that he used to have. It's kind of sad, but you know. Those are just completely guaranteed. Oh, he messed up his RAR. Yeah, that was just kind of bad. Like, at that point, like, whenever he's going around, you kind of want to cover it, so he has to do some weird things to get to ledge. And then you can just cover ledge pretty freely. He doesn't have a jump, so he could just jump and nair right here, and then he would be dead. Yeah, unfortunately, whenever he does leaf shield against you, there's not too much you can do. Yeah, also, you do have to keep in mind at this point, Clay Pigeon is not going to convert into anything. Yeah, you just anchor can at this point. Yeah. I was going to say, that was a really good point to have anchor can, because as long as Mega Man decided to approach, you can press B and like the can's going to ping in Duck Hunt's direction. So Mega Man physically cannot approach, nor does he have a way to actually pressure you with anything. Crash Bomb blows up on the can, doesn't move the can. F Smash doesn't move the can. Lemons doesn't move the can. Metal Blade will go through, but that's it. That's the only option he has at that point. So you just hold ground. But yeah, he should have done that right there. Like, he had a really good setup there, and he didn't punish that up tilt at all. Yeah, he can get some weird combos off of down tilt, but I can't remember what they are off my head. I think there's one where he can kill with it. That was just kind of weird. Like, he did that jump back when he was like buffering up smash, and he could have gotten a free punish off of that. Because like that move is pretty laggy. Or at the very least, just come down with the Clay Pigeon, so you wouldn't have to be near him. Yeah, could have converted that into a fair. Get a grab off of that. Oh man, wasn't watching. Remember, you gotta be away from your can. It is going to blow you up. Yeah, that's good. Remember, hold in to avoid that. Just because if you hold in, then you just go to ledge. You don't actually get trumped. Well, you get trumped, but he can't actually hit you. Yeah, also, don't approach with Nair. You always want to space with Fair. Whenever you do Nair, and you hit his shield, he's probably going to be able to hit you. Unless you, like, Nair behind him, because he can't really out-drop shield and then up-tilt you. Yeah, keep doing that. And this is a very good character to do drop-down Gunman with, because, like, a lot of times he's going to be up being in this zone, and if Gunman, like, snipes him, especially Blackcoat, he's gone. Good coverage, but fortunately he wasn't where he needed to be. That's it. Good coverage again. Yeah, now if he did the Pingus tech, it would have been fire. Okay, keeping it simple. Also, something to remember is, like, if you, whenever he's, like, lemoning you, you can kind of spam Clay Pigeon. Because, like, if there is just not enough hits done, you can get the Clay Pigeon out, and then it'll just punish him as well. Yeah, you can't do that. Point Blank will lose to... Point Blank in shield will get up tilted. So, yeah. That was the main mistake there. Yeah, I mean, the kind of the main thing is, like, you know, space with fairs, because, like, even if he's lemoning or if he's throwing out Metal Blade, you can catch the Metal Blade with fair, and your fair will go through lemons, so you can just kind of stop his neutral from happening with that. You know, learn how to use Clay Pigeon. When he has Metal Blade as an item and throws it at you, Clay Pigeon will go through it. And it also will not take down your gunman as well, so that way you have a guaranteed gunman shot when he does that. Whoa! Whoa, 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 what? Boots? Boots. Wow, thanks for the 5 gift subs. So, I think a lot of new people got Patch Salts. I forgot if he got one. K9. Oh, he's actually watching. I didn't expect that. But yeah. Boots, thanks so much for the gift subs. Really appreciate it. Oh, Dr. Doot, PhD. Thanks for the follow. But yeah, really appreciate it. Really helps out a lot. Really helps out a lot. Now we are 10 subs away from getting the next emote. But yeah, no, overall Boots, you know, you do have the concepts of spacing down. You do have an idea of, like, how you want to place down the can, but, like, it's not all there yet. So remember how, like, safe spaces to throw your gunman out. So when he's, like, about, like, half a stage away, pretty good time to get your gunman out. So then that way, if he decides to approach you, by the time he gets close enough, the gunman's going to shoot, And depending on what percentage he's at, you're either going to convert that into a combo, reset neutral, or you might straight up get a kill if he's at a high enough percent. The other thing too is learn to use anchor can to your advantage. There was like 2 instances where you used it, and there's a lot of times you had it set up, but you didn't really recognize the situation. Remember, anchor can in this matchup means can is going to ping towards you, and he cannot move it himself physically, and unless like he comes down with a fair. He's not really going to do that. So when he's coming towards you, then you sandwich him between the can and yourself, and you'll get like a huge advantage off of that. Mega Man can't really deal with that too well. Don't play unsafe against him because Mega Man can just kind of pop you at 60% with max rage. So you need to be very, very careful about how you're approaching him when you're in those, like when you're down a stock, when you're not in the lead, and especially when he's got a lot of rage, because he will just kind of obliterate you for that. Don't worry about it. You'll find it on YouTube, so you'll be able to look at there. The other thing as well is yeah, also learn to edge guard him more. I would say the biggest thing is make sure you're always putting Can in the trajectory of where he can up B, and make sure you're always dropping down the gunman first. Gunman drop, and then you mess around with Can. Or Can, then gunman drop. Yeah, Can, then gunman drop. So then that way the gunman drop like forces hit, like will automatically cover a zone for him when he's up being low, and Can's going to cover him when he's going high or low. So it's a very good thing to do. Yeah. Other than that, pretty good starting point. I think this is the second time that I look at your stuff from what I remember. And yeah, kind of excited to see where you go from here. So definitely keep sending them in, and I'll keep telling you what you work on better. But yeah, safety, use your anchor can in this matchup, and edge guarding him, and then yeah, knowing when to use your clay pigeons and gunmans against Megman specifically, because that does change the nature of the matchup quite a lot. All right.